But if you are among those who experienced the rainfall with all the wind last night or early this morning, like I said, I didn't check my time, so I don't know when it happened. Like, I don't know the exact time, right? But I know it was still dark, and that was when people are sleeping while men slept. But so if you are in, the list, if you're one of the people, if you live in the area where this happened, thank God. And if it did not happen in your area, thank God. Because in everything we give thanks. That's how we roll. Whether it's good or bad, or just there, right? Okay, so today on the show, it's quite a very short time we have. And I feel like screaming, come on, people. I prepared. I'm ready to have a conversation. What's all this? Oh, well, so this is what's going to happen. So we'll be talking about naming your baby. So I just want to know, what matters most? Is it a child's name or the quality of life the child gets? What matters most to you, perhaps? All right. And then this conversation is going to end at 1 p.m. Like, sadly. Okay, not sadly, but not very happily. Okay, 1 o'clock we have the news, trending stories. And after trending stories, we're going to have a recorded program coming up at 1:10. And it's going to last for 15 minutes. And after that, at 1:30, there's another program that's going to last for 15 minutes. So after that program, I'm going to have time for water prompt for today. Okay, so I'll be looking at why you still feel thirsty even after taking some drinks. I mean, it's expected that if you're thirsty, something that is in liquid form should quench your thirst. I mean, I see people who are thirsty and they're going for soda, or someone might say, I want to take tea, or I want to take a chocolate drink, or whatever drink. But at the end of the day, you still feel thirsty. Why? So we'll get to find out on the water prompt for today. Then 2 o'clock, the news comes up. After the news, it will be time for Talking Figures with Chioma Ezenwafo. All right, so get on Facebook right now. We're live there, and let's hear from you. And I'm asking again, what matters most, the child's name or the quality of life he or she gets? And second of all, because I also want to find out what's going on in your tradition. What is the practice like? Who names the baby in your tradition? Is it the father or the mother or just about anybody? I've heard people who say that they have about 10 names. They got names from their grandmothers, from maternal and paternal side. They got names from their grand aunties, from their mother's sisters and brothers. Like, they have names. I'm like, wow. That is incredible. All right. But basically, what is the practice in your tradition when it comes to naming a child? I mean, there are traditions where names are passed down. You get? Perhaps every first child gets the name of the ancestor. I don't know. Or the father of the daddy's father. Like the grandfather's name. So if a new child is born, every first child gets like the granddad's name. That covers it. Okay, so I just want to know what the practice is in your own tradition. And then please get on X and tweet there. All right, we're live there as well, so let's hear from you. So let's get into the conversation. The numbers for you to call are 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0007, 0817 923 0007. All right. La 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 la. If you're sending messages via WhatsApp, please send them to 0809 030 6416. Okay, so I have to read from my script. I mean, so let me do this. So picking a proper name for children is crucial, and it can be life-changing. It's not something to be taken lightly. All right. But of course, based on the question I'm asking you about the quality of life a child gets, or the baby's name, which matters the most, there are people who argue that the quality of life that a child gets is much more important. I mean, than whatever high-sounding, great-sounding name that the parents might, choose to give the child. So you might decide to call your child wealth, and people are wallowing in poverty. Like, there is nothing wealthy about you. All right. So some people argue that it's the quality of life that, matters. All right. Now, some people also believe that names have a long-lasting effect on children's lives as they grow up. Of course, it becomes a part of their core identity and self-worth. I don't know if you've come across people who, when they tell you their name, it's almost as if you want to hear it again. Sometimes people tell you their name and you're like, wow, what does that mean? And sometimes people tell you their name and you feel like hailing them just by hearing their name. All right? And then there are names you hear and it's just there. Even though, true, if you sit down and check out the meaning of that name, it's a big deal. Like, so when someone tells you their name is Favor, it's not an ordinary name. But there are so many people who are bearing the name Favor now. So what's so special about Favor? Okay, but that's that, right? And so, talking about cultures now, when it comes to naming a child, there are cultures where it is the mother. As she is giving birth to the child, she tells the people there the name that the child should bear. And there are some cultures where it is the father of the child. I mean, they have to wait till the father is there for a child to get a name. So what is the practice in your culture? Hello, Destiny. Are you still there? Ouch. Destiny, apologies. Promise from Gokana. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. Yes, the question you asked about in our tradition, who named this child? Well, I'm from Gokana and I'm going to ask it.
All right.
And what we do is that, like me and my wife, before the child is even born, we have known the sex of the child. So we sit down and look at the name. I'll bring one name, she will bring one name. So we have to look at the meaning of the name.
Okay.
We look at the biblical implication of the name. If it has the root and the bearing, so we look at the deep meaning of the name before we give to our child. We believe that name have a significant role in your life. Now, when you talk about the quality of life that the child has, that's depending on the financial capacity of the parents. So the quality of life does not live in isolation. It depends on how capable that you are able to give your child. But name is something that does not depend on how rich you are. But you can agree with me that there are people whose name have transformed their life. Looking at where they are coming from and where they are. If you want to do an analysis, you will see the impossibility of them getting to where they are. But if you ask them, they will tell you that their name works for them. Their name speaks for them.
Yeah.
So that is how important names can be in someone's life.
All right.
It's as important as the culture that they're talking about.
Okay.
That's
Thank you. Thank you. Humble from Abonima, please do well to call back, all right? I'm reading your messages on WhatsApp, so please do send them. I'm seeing an audio here. I'm expected to play this. So if you are sending me an audio, like you are recording something on WhatsApp, indicates, like type something at least to show that you are responding to the conversation. Because, I don't know, maybe you mistakenly are trying to toast a woman. And you're not mistakenly said it to Nigeria for FM's WhatsApp, all right? So please be sure to indicate that your audio, your voice notes is for me. Please don't toast me. Oh. Thank you. Okay, we have another person from Gokana. Interesting. What's happening there today? Hello, Franklin.
My name is Franklin. I'm calling from Gokana.
Welcome. Turn off your radio set, Franklin.
For me, naming a child is based, in fact, in my place, where I come from, in Gokana, because the precisely where I come from, the father that names the baby.
Okay.
The father's name that, but any other person can come and say my name. I give your baby this name, I give this baby this name, but the father's name that works on the baby, that you wait for the father to come to name the baby. That is how we come in our place. I would believe that the father's name is the authentic name. You don't believe that name works for anybody or not, no name works for anybody. You believe that whatever you will become is God that will make you become that thing in life.
All right.
So it's the father that names the baby in my place. The mother can name you any name, but it's the father's right to name the baby.
All right. Thank you, Franklin. Hello, Mr. Zion. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Constance.
Welcome aboard.
Names give direction. Names open doors. Names determine the kind of life those individuals live. Don't look at the peripherals of what Nigeria is doing today, where they now reward criminals, thieves, irrespective of who they are. There was a child whose name was Jabesh in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
What changed his name? The situation he found himself would not be okay for him. He went down on his knee and his name was changed. When they said, by this time next year you are going to have a child, the woman laughed. It's not so. And they told her, by this time you will see. And what was his name? Isaac. What about that cunning one? When he had an encounter with the angel, he said, from this day I'm not going to bear this name again, because this your name is full of 419 and Yahweh. From now, change this your name. Did he change his name to Israel? See, name call forth wisdom. Name call forth the destiny. Even the Bible said this clearly. Those who are called by my name, we have people whose names are Chijoki. What is the meaning of Chijoki? Chidera. Come to Bayelsa. We have Tamano Priye, Tamnonola.
You also have government.
Yeah, it's troublemaker.
I'm sure you also have politics. I would not be surprised if anybody tells me his or her name is politics. I would just say, you are from Bayelsa.
I shall not go there. I'm no good at all.
I'm sure somebody's name will be Asorok.
I'm telling you.
And it's from their father. It's not like it's nickname.
Our people are bearing. If they tell you, Constance, you go run. Not so that they be your engine. If they fear, how should they fear? But in short, don't go there. Go come to discussion. You see, the name is a spiritual thing. When you look at the child to a point and you change the name because of his character, you are calling forth his destiny. You are calling forth his way of life. I'm tired of this stubborn child. What's wrong with you? From today, your name will become Zion. From today, your name will become wisdom.
There's no bell
I know
in this
some
studio.
say, but we have seen people whose names are wisdom, but yet there's no wisdom in them. Is it not?
It is. It's true. Well, Mr. Zion, I have to pick another person's call.
Sorry, thank you, Mr. Zion.
Oh, my word. Thank you so much for calling. Hi, Humble from Abonima. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome aboard.
Yes. I am a native of Akwa Ibom.
Okay, you have to turn off your radio set now. All right, go on.
In my place, it is a man, the father, that gives a child's name. Yes.
So in a situation where the father is not there.
The mother can do the same in the place of the father, but not when the father is in present.
Okay. So between a child's name and the quality of life he gets, which one do you think matters the most?
The quality of the name, because as the last caller said, there are names that spiritually comes with spirit. There is a name that you call a child and it manifests. So that's what I see. The quality of the name matters a lot.
So Humble, are you humble?
Very, very well. I am very, very humble.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. Interesting. You know, as we were just having, before we started talking on air, as I was preparing for this particular topic, I just remembered a name. Like someone has this really beautiful, and even some people will say prophetic name. But the way he ended, and not just the way he ended, the way he lived his life, I'm sure the name rings a bell. David, Gift, Okpara. David and Gift. Those are no ordinary names. You know him, right? So he's just one out of so many others in that line. Become a notorious cultist. He wasn't known for anything good by the majority of people. Because I don't know, maybe people in his circle saw him as a good guy. But he had such a beautiful name. If someone tells you their name is David, you just assume that they're going to become something big, some great guy. Because even parents who name their kids David, that is usually the mindset they have. King David. You know, it's such a big name. And so they give their child that name. And then at the end of the day, he becomes a troublesome person. Anyway, Oko Namdi on Facebook says, child name. Okay, so he's responding to the question, what matters most, the child's name or the quality of life he or she gets? So Oko Namdi says the child's name, because any name you call your dog is what it will answer. Hey, the conversation is about naming your child. It's not about naming your dog. Anyway, Amadi Secondos Zebulon says this is not arguable. Giving a child a good name can't put food on his or her table. Giving a child a quality life will do more better. I watch people name their children Good Luck because of our former president. The question is, was Good Luck Jonathan given a good life? Yes. So I suggest you concentrate on giving your child a quality life. All right. Thank you very much for your messages there. Who do we have here? All right. So by the time you get on board, I'm going to pick your call. Ukpon, who? Ukpon from Eleme Junction. All right. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Please go on.
My name is Ukpon.
All right, Ukpon. Go on.
Thank you for the interesting program.
You're welcome.
The responsibility of a father to give the child a name, but with agreement with the mother of the child.
Okay.
It's the sole responsibility of the father to do that. Then the name of a child contributes to what the child will become in life and the lifestyle of the child. If at the point of giving that name, it is backed up with prayers, then is what the child answer that they will become. Hello?
I'm
Are you
listening.
with me?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, your voice is very far away.
I'm right here.
All right, ma. So that is my contribution. The other one that you said, I think in your comment you said that if the parent give the child the name wealth, but they are living in poverty.
Mm-hmm.
How would they end the poverty? How would the syndrome of poverty in that family be ended? It is by giving a newborn baby a name like that. Say from today, you will answer well to, because a newborn baby will bring blessing to the family. You and I know that very well. So if that name given is backed up with prayer, so it will be for that child. So giving of name is not for fun. So that is why we shouldn't answer anyhow name. Yes, because it will come to materialize in the life of that child. That is my contribution.
Thank you very much for calling, Ukbong. Thank you for calling. All right, I'm seeing more messages here on Facebook. You can also send yours via WhatsApp, so I will read them. And if you are a tweet freak, or maybe you just like, to tweet, right? Get on X and send us your tweets there. Okay, let me see what's going on here. All right. Here on WhatsApp, Constance. In my tradition, it is the father that names a child. Other members of the family can name the child, but subject to the father's approval. John O. Mwogo of Ungwaland. All right. Thank you. Proper what? Proper naming is very important to a child. Also, giving that child quality life is more important. My culture in terms of naming a child is an agreement between the parents. Confidence. Lebedim from Ozozueche. All right, thank you. Henry from Rumokuta. Oh, come on, Henry. All right. Sorry. You can call back. Yes, you can actually call back. Dave says, good afternoon, my air lady. I have seen many situations where a bad name really affected the child in the future. There is a popular name in my tribe. If you translate it to English, it means it will be well one day. About 10 people I know with that name are still waiting for that one day. I believe names play a little role, but the life you give the child is the real defining factor. For given a name, it's not a written law, but most of the names are given by grandmothers from where I come from. Oh, really? Your grandma gets to name you? Oh, wow. Good afternoon, presenter. My name is Jesse Akayogo from Gwara community. In my place, the father will give his own name, while the mother will also give her own name. Like myself, my father named me Jesse, while my mother named me her own too. Well, today it's my birthday. Why did you not tell us the name that your mother named you? Anyway, happy birthday, Jesse. Thank you for that one. Oh, okay. You said the audio is for Nigeria Info. Let's play and listen. La 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 la.
Hello, presenter. I am Mr. Court. And for me, the quality of life the child lives is what matters most. But sometimes name affects the fellow that bear the name. You can see in the situation of Jesus Christ ministry, he's changed somebody's name from Simon to Cephas. That's a story. That means he knows the effect of Simon was answering. The negative effect and the positive effect. So sometimes we'll be careful of the name our children bear. But above all, I believe what matters is the outcome, the quality of life that the child lives. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that one. Okay, we move on now to more messages here. Oyibogbaye Michael says, Constance, during my NYSC days in Akassa, on the bank of the Atlantic Ocean in Bayelsa, I had names like Simple, Consider, Government, and the likes in my class. For Simple, I saw a very easy going personality in him, but I couldn't relate the others to their names, but just related their names to circumstances during their birth, as it's common in my own place. But truly, I consider the influence of names when I gave to my kids. Okay. All right, who else is here? Good afternoon. The quality of life, that is sound training, really matters, irrespective of the names. Remember Jabez, who was given a bad name. The results? He what? You say he became more better, I guess, through quality of life. All right, Olatunde from Alu. Why is there a Z in your name? Anyway, Constance, I disagree with Mr. Zion. The name of a child does not determine the success or behavior of that child. Many people have good names, but with bad character. While others that bear good names can also have good behavior. Names are more of imagination than reality. John Omogu from Ungwaland. Okay, so I wanted to find a meaning of Simon. Here. Or listen, excuse me, because he was trying to read what he was saying about Jesus calling Peter Cephas. So thinking, I think he changed his name. I don't think he changed his name. I think his name did not change. It was nothing wrong with someone else. I mean, the guy needed to hear, actually. Okay, let's see what's going on Facebook. Listening calls. Oh, Samson. Hi, Samson.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Do you have long hair?
Yes.
Is it Dada?
No.
So Samson is not sounding. Please go.
Yeah. We name. But in Western, like in some countries, in US, UK, some people call their name rice, river, fish, frog. And they see that these people are doing pretty good, doing fine in life. But in our own situation where you call somebody in Solomon, at the end, you see the quality of life that person is living, you even wonder.
You will become a cultist, disturbing everybody.
Yes. So you can. Maybe it's not all that important.
It is the quality of life the person lives. You know, your attitude will determine our altitude in life. So in Africa, it's not somebody this and that, but naming a child one particular name is not a name is not important. You can call a child anything, but how the person turn out to be in future is what really makes me a man.
Thank you very much, Samson. Are you married though?
I'm married.
Okay. Regards to your wife. Hello, Davian.
Fabian, actually.
Fabian. Oh, Fabian.
Yeah.
All right, welcome, sir. Go on, please.
Okay. Thank you. I want to say that name is very powerful.
Okay.
In as much as the quality lifestyle and actions and choices contribute more. Like personally, growing up, there was a local name I was given to. I grew to meet that name. So I asked my father, what was this name? And coincidentally, the name represents the name of my compound, like our compound, both extended families and bear that name, so they know our compound for that. So when I asked my father what it meant, my father said it meant 5 persons portion.
Wow.
I was like, okay, in what sense? He couldn't give me the response I wanted. I changed the name drastically. So because if you go to the root word that the name was coined from, in Greek, the word name is called onoma. That word onoma means authority. Just like we in the Christian state, when you say in the name of Jesus, you are actually saying in the authority of Jesus Christ. So if you want your name to actually influence your life, you must inculcate or make the person understand the psychological and the mental power that follows a name. Not just bearing the name without understanding. When you bear a name with understanding of the name, then it will practically influence and manifest in your life. Then when you give it, when you add quality lifestyle, choices and actions, it will boost and enable the names that you already bear. So for me, a name is more psychological and mental. You must understand it and then believe in it, and it will work for you. Like I have 4 children. If I call their names, from their name you actually understand what I believe as far as God and myself is concerned. So that is what I think about a name and the life you live.
All right, thank you very much, Fabian. Okay, we have a commercial coming up. After that, we'll wrap up this conversation. I see your messages. So we're still discussing naming your child, and I'm asking, between the quality of life of the child and the name you give the child, which one matters the most, and what's the practice for naming a child in your culture? Do stay tuned. I'll be right back.